everybody? Welcome back to Fandom Fights. I just scared the shit out of my dog. This is going to be an exciting one. We got the teams title match here to crown the new teams champions from the vacant belts that lay before us. I am Tim. I'm your host today, and I'm joined by Mr. Twohig. Nick, how are you?
I'm very sorry, Tim. I went to the gym for the first time in like over 2 years yesterday. So even when I did that joking little shrug just then, it really hurt.
You want to look like Captain America.
What'd you say?
You trying to look like Captain America there?
No, bearded Captain America. Anyway, other than that, very excited. Insane match we got today for the vacant belts. It is a rematch. It is the third match in a set. Each team has beaten the other one time, so this is for all the marbles on the biggest stage of them all. It's actually very exciting, Tim.
Yeah, we are not literally going to be on a stage tonight, but I just want to let the fans know Nick is being metaphorically. So he's just using metaphors. We're not going anywhere. We're going to stay right here for this match, but it is very exciting. We got Wookiee Mistake and Guns and Ships, who have all played on this metaphorical stage before. Not only have they played each other twice and each won one of them, but they've all played in the Fandom Fights teams title match scenarios. So there's no like, ooh, well, we have the edge because we've played here before. No, they've all done it. It's going to be interesting. Boatman's held this belt before, and now he's back looking to get it again. There's lots of moving pieces here. I'm really looking forward to it. This is just going to be nuts. Let's get into it right now with the promos.
1 year ago, we were right here playing Knights of Ren. And 1 year later, we are right here playing Wookiee Mistake. You can call it 1-1. Technically, we're 2-1 through Albert. But I think this is gonna be a good one regardless. Joe and David are a good team. I have nothing but respect for them. It's the guys they represent now that I'm not cool with. You didn't have to go, guys. You didn't have to. This could have been a friendly Kingsman thing. We could have kept doing Manners Maketh Man, but Nazario and Mike were petty that I didn't put them in the Fandom Game of Factions match, and this is why we have to break up a family. So, you guys are good. My guys are better. Let's play.
How you feeling, David?
I'm just happy to be here, man. This week has been a roller coaster for me. I may go deeper later into that, or maybe not. I don't know. I am just happy to play a match. If we lose today, losing the team's titles won't be by far the worst thing that has happened to me this week. So I'm just here for friendly competition. I love Albert. I love Boatman. I have never played Albert one-on-one. Boatman I have. And they are great. They are great, very friendly, and very fun people to be on a call with. Koho is there. We have the most respect for Koho. But I think he could have maybe done some things a little better. But I think, Joe, you have something to say about that.
No, I'm not going to say anything because there's a lot of stuff coming up. I think we need to be prepared, and I think we don't want to give Kingsman any extra motivation because right now we've got all the motivation we need. Because although we're slightly disappointed we're not playing Knights of Ren for this title because we did lose to them twice, and it would be nice to have got that opportunity to get some redemption. Guns and Chips are the only team that have beaten us in a tournament.
That's true.
So for us, there is an element of redemption there. But David said it best. They're both great guys. Koho, it's water under the bridge.
Yeah, we are good.
We're good. But on the other hand, buy our shit.
My enemies just... yeah. Wow. So we don't have anything to do with that. That do, please. Let's go.
I'm confused.
What? That couldn't have been clearer, Tim.
No, I am very excited for this. Albert and Boatman look laser focused. Could you tell what was going on Albert's screen? I was there. You were there. The four of them were there. I think Joe was in a car, which I don't think actually ever happened, but I don't know. I'm confused.
I couldn't tell, Tim, because every time I'm not on screen, I'm laying on my floor in pain. But outside of that, I did hear the promos, and they were very good. I'm very excited to see this match play out.
Fair enough. Let's get into it right now with round number 1. Here's how it's going to work. There are going to be 10 questions from 10 random categories in the realm of fandom fights. Each question is going to be worth 1 point a piece. If you get all 10 questions correct, you will be issued a bonus question to you, only to you. 4 repeats and 1 challenge rule throughout the entirety of this match. You get the extra repeat for this one because, title match. Yeah. I think I got everything. Any questions, gentlemen, as we get into the match?
No.
All right. Well, then let's do this thing, Nick. Kick us off with question number 1 of round 1.
Question number 1 of round 1 will come in the category of Middle Earth. And the question is, what does the master of Lake Town throw off his boat to make it go faster at the beginning of Battle of the 5 Armies?
Did you ride the treadmill at the gym?
No, I did that one where, and it's actually kind of hurt for me to show you the motion, but the one where you step and you go like this.
What did you do to go faster on that?
I stopped.
3,
Went home.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Alfred.
Boatman.
I didn't think that was a what? Gold.
David.
Alfred.
And Albert.
He threw Alfred.
That is correct. So Wookiee will take the 2-1 lead as we get into the next question, which I will give you as soon as I have it open. It's in the category of scores and soundtrack. And your question is, Steve Jablonsky composed the score for how many Horror Icons films? Do you truly believe that fortune favors the bold, or are you just trying to...
I think it's quite silly to be bold. Stay back. Stay back. Stay in the shadows.
Stay away. 5, 4.
Take no risks.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Boatman.
I said 2.
We'll go to David.
I said 4.
We'll go to Albert.
2.
And Joe.
2.
2 is correct. We have a tie game.
Indeed we do, as we get to your next question, which will come in the category of the Wizarding World. Which Wizarding World film features Ron ordering a packet of Droobles from the trolley on the Hogwarts Express?
The macaw just laughed in the other room. I don't know if it was because of the question or if she's watching something entertaining. Maggie, care to enlighten us? She's watching TikTok. It was not you in your delivery of the question. 5, 4. The only person laughing at you now is me. 1.
Repeat.
Okay. We got a repeat in there at the last minute. Nick, go ahead and give that question
again. Which Wizarding World film features Ron ordering a packet of Droobles from the trolley on the Hogwarts Express?
What about trains? David, can you get both your hands on the screen, please? Thank you.
Sorry?
How do you feel about trains?
I actually really want to go on like a trip, like in a train where you have to like stay on a train for multiple days and you get like a little cabin. I want to try that.
3. That sounds awful. 2.
1.
Pens down. Let's go to David.
Hot Blood Prince.
We'll go to Albert.
I said Sorcerer's Stone.
We'll go to Joe.
Half-Blood Prince.
And
I also said Sorcerer's Stone.
all incorrect. We were looking for the Goblet of Fire.
Changed it. Damn it.
So did I.
I did too.
Guys,
It's all my fault.
your next question is going to come in the category of DreamWorks animation. At the beginning of B Movie, Adam and Barry remark about their friend who died because he stung what kind of animal?
Give me your best impression of a bee.
I'm Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay.
I can't do a Seinfeld impression.
I was more asking you to go like buzz, but I guess that works.
Fine. I know that's what you wanted for
Okay.
3, 2,
Hey,
1. Hey, pens down. Let's go to Albert.
Bear.
Then we'll go to Joe.
Dog.
Boatman.
Stung a squirrel.
And David.
Dog.
Squirrel is correct. So Boatman will get the 1 point lead for Guns and Ships as we get into the next one.
Your next question will come in the category of Star Trek. And the question is, which 2 crew members set off one of Jayla's traps outside of her house in Star Trek Beyond?
I enjoy this film quite a bit. It is not my favorite of the Treks, but I'm a big fan.
Is top 3? Because you hate old things, so like.
I've come around on the old things, but not nearly as much as yes. I still like the new things much more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Joe.
Kirk and Chekhov.
Boatman.
Kirk and Chekhov.
David.
Kirk and Chekhov.
And Albert.
Kirk and Chekhov.
Clean sweep. That is correct. All right, gentlemen, your next question is going to come in the MCU. Which MCU film features San Quentin Prison? I hate that you wrote this question.
Why?
I don't like speaking about these types of things in matches.
Is that ever since like midsummer last year?
Yes.
Got it.
I wasn't even there for it. 5, 4. Well, I helped, but I wasn't present. 1, pens down. Let's go to, I believe, Boatman.
Ant-Man.
We'll go to David.
Ant-Man.
We'll go to Albert.
Ant-Man.
And Joe.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man is correct. So another clean sweep. What is next, Nick?
All right, we'll move to your next question, which comes in the category of Alien versus Predator. Who plays Jonathan Clemens, the facility doctor who treats Ripley at the beginning of Alien 3?
More like Alien Cubed, am I right? It's like on the
Yeah, you are right. Yeah, because
on the poster. It's
that is, yeah, mathematically, yeah.
I'm just saying. Me and my math major over here.
I guess you're not wrong.
4, 3, 2, 1.
90.
Hands down. Let's go to David
Charles Dance.
and Albert
Charles Dance.
and Joe
Charles Dance.
and Jordan.
I prefer Charles Mosh, but Charles Dance.
Another clean sweep. Guns leads by 1, 10-9. As we get into your next question, which is in Planet of the Apes. Who sets off the atomic bomb at the end of Beneath the Planet of the Apes? Not a good thing to set off one of these. I don't know if you know that.
You know what I was thinking is how can you be beneath a planet?
Well, so you see, Nick, they go underground.
But then you're still above part of the planet.
You are, but you're beneath the part that has the apes.
But
5,
Could
Like
we call
the
it
other
beneath
side of
the
the planet.
surface of the Planet of the Apes?
2.
I'd be okay with that.
Pens down. Let's go to, I think we're to Albert.
Mendes.
We will go to Joe
Taylor.
and Boatman
Said Brant.
and David.
Taylor.
Taylor is correct. So Wookiee now has the 1 point lead, 11-10.
Is correct, Tim, as we get to the penultimate question of the round, which will come in the category of the worlds of DC. And the question is, at the end of Man of Steel, Superman destroys a device in front of General Swanwick that was designed to do what? I'll take a general answer.
Have you ever designed a device?
Yes. Now that you mention it, couple things actually. I invented the Snuggie, but that's a story for another time. In like 4th grade, I made a machine that would like automatically feed your dog as finished eating, but then someone invented like a real one 3 years later.
Hands down. Let's go to Joe.
Monitor or track Superman?
Boatman.
I said filter water. I had no idea.
David.
Track him and find where he goes.
And Albert.
I said spy on Superman.
We can accept spy, track, those other things. So everyone but Boatman will get that one. It is 13-11 in favor of Wookiee as we get into the final question of the round, which is in the category of fandom quotes. Your question. Which YA film opens with the line, "I'd never given much thought to how I would die"? Have you ever done this? Thought about this exact scenario?
Can I ask you? Yep.
I think about it every day.
I would. There's this bridge in Rhode Island, and it's like a drawbridge, so it's up very high, and at the very top of it, there's like a swing, like a swing put there. I would sit there and watch it all.
Hands down. That's fair. Boatman.
I said Twilight.
We will go to David.
I said Divergent.
We will go to Albert.
I said Twilight Eclipse.
And Joe.
I also said Twilight.
Twilight is correct. So Boatman and Joe will hit that one, making it 14-12. Is that what you have, Nick?
That is what I have, Tim.
All right, I have Guns and Chips Guns and Chips have all of their repeats and their challenge. Wookiee has 3 of their repeats and their challenge. Is that also
correct? Yep.
All right, so we're going to get into round number 2. Here's how it's going to work. It is the wheel round. We're going to bring in the wheel from wheeldecide.com. Each team is going to have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it, or they can choose to spin again, but they have to keep whatever they spin the second time. Each question is going to be worth 2 points apiece. Unless you check to multiple choice, then it will be worth only 1 point. Stealing is available in round number 2, so be on the lookout. So we'll bring in the wheel. The categories on the wheel today are Disney Animation, Marvel, Disney Live Action, MCU, Star Wars, DreamWorks, Wizarding World, Worlds of DC, and Spinners and Opponent's Choice. So, Wookiee Mistake, you are in the lead. Please discuss in your Skype call whether you would like to spin first or defer to Guns and Chips.
We shall spin first.
Okay, Wookiee Mistake will be spinning first. This wheel is brought to you by Best Buy. Buy a vacuum there. Apparently they sell those. Your spin is in, and it lands on DreamWorks Animation. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
Tim, would you kindly spin that wheel again, please?
Oh, thank you for being polite. Yeah, I would love to. Here is your second spin. And it lands on Star Wars.
Cool.
So, Nick, will you go ahead and give... No, you won't. I will. Jesus, Nick. Wookiee Mistake, I will be giving you your questions in the category of Star Wars. Are you ready? Okay. Your first question, and who will be the answerer for you guys? Joe will? Okay. And so remember, I do need final answer. So make sure you got your stuff figured out. So your first question, Wookiee Mistake, in the category of Star Wars. Which Star Wars film features a Jedi negotiating the terms of surrender in order to stall their opponent?
The Clone Wars, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. What does Qui-Gon wager at the last minute before the race in exchange for Anakin in The Phantom Menace? Five, four, three.
Anakin's pod racer, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Your third question. Who plays Mon Mothma in Rogue One, a Star Wars story?
Genevieve O'Reilly, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your fourth question. What is Lando's call sign during the Battle of Endor in Return of the Jedi?
Gold leader, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question. What is the name of the planet-sized weapon created by the First Order in The Force Awakens?
Starkiller Base, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And the clean sweep of Star Wars. Nick, I have them bringing their total up to 24. Is that what you have?
That is what I have, Tim.
Okay, we will bring back the wheel for the spin for Guns and Ships. Guns and Ships. This is your first spin. And it lands on Disney Animation. Would you like to keep that or spin
We
again?
will keep that. Thank you.
I am shooketh. Okay, Nick, would you like to go ahead?
And I will be the designated answer.
Perfect. Will you go ahead and give Guns and Ships their questions in Disney Animation?
Sure, Guns and Ships, are you prepared for your questions in the category of Disney animation? All right, your first question. Which Disney animated film opens on the eve of a party called the Diamond Jubilee?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Multiple choice, please.
Okay, your multiple choice options is A, The Great Mouse Detective, B, The Rescuers, C, Cinderella, or D, Hercules.
Five.
The Rescuer's final answer.
That is incorrect. Wookiee mistake. Chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A, The Great Mouse Detective, B, The Rescuers, C, Cinderella, or D, Hercules?
The Great Mouse Detective, final answer.
That is correct for a 1-point steal. All right, Guns and Ships, your second question. Which voice actress appears in both Meet the Robinsons and Treasure Planet?
Laurie Metcalf, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, Guns and Ships, your third question. What occasion is Donald Duck celebrating in The Three Caballeros?
His birthday, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question. Which element is represented by a small lizard in Frozen 2?
Fire, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in Disney animation. How did Thomas nearly die before John Smith saves him on their voyage to the New World in Pocahontas? We'll take a general answer.
Five, 4.
Drown, final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points.
All right. So I have Guns and Ships at 20 to Wookiee's 25. Is that what you have?
Yep.
Okay.
Can I just say that in the last interview, you said, Kaleb, that you hope the next one we each get our strength. So, Boatman, the last match we played in your interview, you said that you hoped in this match we both get our strength.
Oh. Sure. Okay, so it is 20-25 in favor of Wookiee. Wookiee has 3 repeats remaining. Guns has all 4, and both challenges still intact. Is that where we're at, Nick?
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to move on to the filmography round. This is round number 3. Here's how this is going to work. We are going to give each teams a set of filmography questions. Each question has 2 clues leading to an actor or actress. Based on the clues, the players have to tell us who that actor or actress is. One player will take the 1-pointer, the other player will take the 2-pointer, and they get to work together on question 3. You do not need to use your Skype call on the question 3. You can communicate via the StreamYard call here, as there is no stealing. Are there any questions about how round number 3 is going to work?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so Wookiee Mistake, you are in the lead. Would you like set 1 or set 2?
Set 1, please.
Okay, so Guns and Chips, you are going to be getting set 2, and I will be giving you those questions. Who will be taking the 1-point question for Guns and Chips?
That'll be me.
Okay, Albert, I will be giving you the 1-pointer in set number 2. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Your question. Who plays a Star Wars pilot and plays an MCU head of security?
Jon Favreau.
That is correct. For 1 point. All right, Boatman, I will be giving you the 2-pointer. Are you ready? All right, Boatman, your 2-pointer. Who voices a Pixar mythical creature and plays a YA faction leader?
Octavia Spencer.
That is correct. For 2 points. Now, Albert and Boatman, you will be able to work together on this question. The 3-pointer, are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, your question. Who plays a Nightmare on Elm Street father and a DC villain?
Okay, Nightmare on Elm Street fathers are
Brett Dourif, possibly.
Brad Dourif. I don't recall him being a DC villain.
No, it's not Nightmare on Elm Street. My bad.
5. 4.
We'll take a repeat.
Okay, that's your first repeat. Who plays a Nightmare on Elm Street father and a DC villain?
Oh wait, it's just Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, so it's not Brad Dourif then.
No,
okay,
no, my bad. Yeah.
So is John Saxon, because he's like the dad in...
He is the dad.
He's the dad. So John Saxon, I don't know if he's anything, but it could be John Saxon. Do you know who the dad is in the remake?
No.
5.
You want to just go for John Saxon?
Oh, wait, no. Clancy Brown. Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown. Final answer.
That is correct. Big 3 points there for Guns and Chips, bringing their total up to 26. They have gained the lead. I love seeing those moments of like, oh my God. That was great from Albert. So, Nick, let's move over to Wookiee Mistakes questions. Who's going to be taking the 1-pointer for Wookiee?
Yeah, that would be me.
All right, Nick, go ahead and give David his question.
All right, your 1-point question in round 3. Who plays a Wizarding World wizard and M to James Bond?
Ralph Fiennes.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yes.
And a
So
tie.
anxious.
All right, Joe, that means your 2-point question in round number 3 will be as follows. Who voices a DreamWorks ant and voices a Worlds of DC Suicide Squad member?
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question, please.
All right, so second repeat.
All right, the question again. Who voices a DreamWorks ant and voices a Worlds of DC Suicide Squad member?
Sylvester Stallone, final answer.
That is correct for 2.
That was I heard ant and I thought aunt. That's Yeah. Took a
All right.
second.
Wookiee mistake, you can confer on your 3-pointer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, your question. Who plays a Predator victim and a Marvel uncle?
Marvel uncle.
Right. So, Cliff Robertson and Martin Sheen aren't victims. Oh, it's Mahershala Ali from Into the Spider-Verse.
Right.
Mahershala Ali, final answer.
That is correct for
I
3.
forget he's his uncle sometimes.
All right, so Wookiee Mistakes gets their total up to 31
Yep.
to 26. Is that what you have?
Correct.
Guns and Chips has 3 repeats remaining. Wookiee has 2. Both have challenges intact. As we get into round number 4, it is the deep cut round. Here's how this is going to work. The competitors and the teams drafted categories and then movies based off of those categories. We have now thrown them on a wheel, and we are going to spin the wheel 5 times to get 5 questions from random movies. Knowing our luck, they'll all be from the same fucking movie. So we're going to spin the wheel 5 times, get 5 questions. They can work together on all of these questions in your Skype calls, and you do get 2 points per question in this round. So, gentlemen, do we have any questions as we get into the deep cut round? Nope. Okay, so we'll bring in the deep cut wheel and get our first spin going. Actually, the movies on the wheel are Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, The Maze Runner, Toy Story, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Aladdin, Teen Titans Go to the Movies, Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, and On Her Majesty's Secret Service. So this is going to be the first spin for the deep cut round. Motherfucker, it lands on The Curse of the Black Pearl. I'm not allowed to be mad at that yet. I don't know why I'm upset about that. Guys, your first question. I'm terrible at my job. Your first question in Pirates of the Caribbean. Are you ready? All right, your question. As Will is waiting to give Swan his new sword, what possession does he break in the Swan's home? This movie's fun.
Oh, are we allowed to talk right now?
I'll see why not.
I think it's fun too then.
Yeah, fair enough. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Wookiee Mistake.
Candelabra.
And we'll go to Boatman.
Lamp.
I think we can accept both those. It's a candle, it's a lamp, it's on the wall. Yeah, I would be okay with accepting both of those.
Cool.
So we will get both 2 points. Guns and Chips up to 28 to 33 as we bring back in the wheel for the next spin. And it lands on Star Trek, The Voyage Home. So, Nick, you want to go ahead and give that question?
Yeah, because it's different. All right. Your second question in the deep cut round. From The Voyage Home. Where in the past in San Francisco does the HMS Bounty land?
What you drinking?
Honestly, it's empty at this point, and I'm just pretending to drink it to fill the space.
That's fair. That's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Boatman and Guns and Chips first.
Golden Gate Park.
And Joe.
Golden Gate Park.
Both are correct.
Remember where we parked?
All right. So we'll bring back the wheel for the next spin, which your next question is going to come from Teen Titans Go to the Movies. All right, gentlemen, your question in Teen Titans Go to the Movies is as follows. Name both things that Slade has that makes the Titans think he is Deadpool. Captain Deadpool.
Oh, I remember
that movie came out 6 years, or was it 6 years ago? Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe and Wookiee Mistake.
Swords and the Mask.
And Boatman.
Guns and swords.
Guns and swords is correct. So guns and ships will cut into that lead a little bit. It is now 32-35, a 3-point game. That was a big 2 points for guns and ships as we bring back the wheel and the next spin for the deep cut round, which is going to come from son of a bitch, the Curse of the Black Pearl. Nick, you want to go ahead and give this question in Pirates of the Caribbean, the Curse of the Black Pearl?
Sure. Your question in Curse of the Black Pearl. Commodore Norrington tells Jack that he should consider every possible meaning of what saying?
Now I don't like this movie. Now I'm mad at this movie.
What? I still like it.
No, I do too. I'm a big fan.
No, you just said you didn't.
Big fan.
Nope, you said you didn't like it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Boatman and Guns and Chips.
As silent as the dead.
And we will go to Joe.
Silent as the grave.
Silent as the grave is correct. So Wookiee Mistake will gain back those 2 points, making it a 5-point game as we get into the final question, final spin of the deep cut round. And the movie you will get a question from Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home. I'm so happy that Nick did all this writing. So, guys, your question from Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home is, what beer do Jillian and Kirk order at the restaurant?
Did you almost just call her Gilligan?
Gilligan. I really almost did. I was like, wait, what am I doing?
Interesting crossover.
What am I doing here?
How far back did they go?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe and Wookiee Mistake.
Michelob.
And Guns and Chips.
Not Tuscan orange grapefruit, but America is indeed imploding. Michelob.
Yes, Michelob is correct. So I have Wookiee Mistake leading with 39 points. Jesus Christ. To Guns and Chips 34. Is that what you have?
That is what I have.
All right. We're going to get into the final round now. It's the betting round. Here's how this is going to work. It's the normal round 3, normal betting round. Standard rules apply. We're going to say a category. You're going to have to decide whether you want to bet 0, 1, or 2 on the question. If you get it right, you will gain those points. If you get it wrong, you will lose those points. We will play until we have run out of questions or someone is mathematically eliminated. Guns and Chips, you have 3 repeats remaining. Wookiee, you have 2. And you both have your challenges. Whoever takes the first question, the other player will have to take the second one. You can reset for questions 3 and 4 and work together on question 5. Do we have any questions as we get into the betting round?
Nope.
Okay, so the first category that you can bet points on in this round is Star Wars. All right, who is going to be taking this for Wookiee Mistake?
Me.
And how many points, David?
2.
All right, and who will be taking it for Guns and Chips?
Me.
And how many points?
2 as well.
All right. Your question for David and Albert. In The Empire Strikes Back, what does Vader ultimately try to do to alter the deal that gets Lando to betray him? Very close game, very high scoring game, but I mean, I'm not surprised by this.
You ever betray Darth Vader?
I tried once, it didn't go well.
No,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Albert
I said take custody of Leia and Chewie.
and David.
I just say take Leia and Chewie.
We can accept both of those answers. So Wookiee Mistake getting their total up to 41, Nick.
Yep.
And Guns and Ships up to 36 as we get into the next category, which is that Joe and Boatman have to take. What is it?
It's the category of horror icons.
All right, let's get bets starting with Joe
0.
and Boatman.
We're going to bet 2.
All right, Nick, what is the question?
Your question in horror icons. In Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, Michael chases Jamie to an attic. Besides Boogeyman, what does Jamie call Michael that briefly gets him to stop attacking her?
Have you ever been attacked by someone named Michael?
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You're not muted, Dave.
It's fine.
Why are they talking? They shouldn't be communicating with each other.
Woman?
Nick would jump in if they were doing anything fishy. 5, 4, 3. But I agree. They shouldn't be. You shouldn't be talking, David. Pens down. Let's go to Joe, who bet 0.
Uncle.
And Boatman.
I also said uncle.
Uncle is correct. So a big 2 points for Guns and Chips. They needed that. It is now a 3-point game, and we can reset who takes this next question. The question is going to be from the category of Pixar. All right, who's going to be taking Pixar for Wookiee Mistake?
Me.
And how many points, David?
0.
All right, and who's taking it for Guns and Chips?
Me and 2.
All right, so the question in the category of Pixar is as follows. A pizza crust, a spool of thread, and a lollipop become extremely valuable objects to a character in which Pixar film? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question, please.
All right, that's Guns and Chips' second repeat. A pizza crust, a spool of thread, and a lollipop become extremely valuable objects to a character in which Pixar film? With that repeat, both teams have 2 remaining.
That's cool, Tim. Very cool. How many challenges do they have in
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Joe, who bet 0, or David, who bet 0. Sorry,
Toy Story 3.
and Boatman.
Is it Soul?
It is Soul. That is correct. So with that, we stay in the game. If Boatman had missed that, it would have been Dunzo, but he hits it, and we move on. 1-point game, 2 questions remaining. Nick, say it with me. I'm sweating. What is the next question? What category, Nick?
The category is fandom quotes.
All right, let's get bets, starting with Albert.
I'm betting 1.
Okay, and Joe. All right. What is the question in fandom quotes?
The question is, which Star Trek actor said the quote, "Think of me as an echo of the person you know, a part of herself she left behind"?
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's their third. They have 1 remaining.
The question again, Which Star Trek actor said the quote, "Think of me as an echo of the person you know, a part of herself she left behind"?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Albert, we're going to start with you.
I said Whoopi Goldberg.
And Joe.
Whoopi Goldberg.
And we're moving on to the final question. That was correct. The score is 42-41 in favor of Wookiee Mistake. This is nuts, Nick. All right. You guys will be able to work together on this question. Before we say the category, Wookiee Mistake, would you like question 1 or question 2?
Question 1, please.
Okay, so Wookiee Mistake will get question 1. Guns and Chips, you will get question 2. Your category that you will be able to bet on is DC. All right, let us get bets, beginning with Wookiee Mistake.
2.
And Guns and Ships.
2.
Okay, Guns and Ships. You will be getting your question first from the category of DC. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Reminder, you have 1 repeat remaining. I'll give you your question. Question number 2. Your question. During his final test with the League of Shadows in Batman Begins, what does Bruce do to some of the ninjas in order to trick Ducard and win?
Is it like to trick the card? Did he like throw dust at them or something?
I'm not sure if that's what you want to go with. Doesn't he like hide in their ranks or something?
Might be. We'll use Wilburn or repeat.
Repeat.
All right, that is your final repeat. Your question again. During his final test with the League of Shadows in Batman Begins, what does Bruce do to some of the ninjas in order to trick Ducard and win?
I trust you. Whatever you are thinking.
I haven't seen this in forever. What were you thinking just now?
Doesn't he like join the ranks of the ninjas?
That does sound familiar too.
Mm-hmm. He like joins their lineup.
Uh-huh. That does sound familiar.
Do we want to say that?
5.
Let's go with that.
Joins their lineup. Final answer.
And your winner and new Fandom Fights Teams Champions, Wookiee Mistake. The answer we were looking for was he cuts their arms.
Wait, can we challenge that, please?
Yep. Are you officially challenging?
We are officially challenging.
All right. We will be right back from the challenge. All right, we are back from the challenge. Nick and I both looked at the scene and looked at the wording of the question and what kind of happens in the scene, and we did ultimately decide that we needed the cutting of the arm. That is what ultimately tricks Ducard, and ultimately is the thing that sets it off in the scene that tricks Ducard, not the fact that he's standing back in line. So with that, your winners and new Fandom Fights Teams Champions, Wookiee Mistake. Let's talk for a second, Nick. Nick, what do you think of the match overall?
Hell of a match. Both teams putting up, I think, plus 40 points at one point or another. Insane. Absolutely insane. Both teams playing at the top of their level, both worthy of winning the title today. Wookiee Mistake just that little bit more. It's literally it's the difference of like a question or two, essentially throughout the entire match. And when there's 5 rounds of match, like it's hard not to miss a question or two. So Wookiee Mistake just played at the top of their game. Both teams have been chasing after this title for a while. Wookiee Mistake definitely earned it today.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's start by talking in post-match interviews. Nick, I'm going to let you take that over, starting with Guns and Ships.
Sounds good. Guns and Chips. Welcome. Fantastic job. Fantastic comeback, if I must say. Going into round 3, it looked like you may have been down and out of it. To come back all the way to the final question is extremely impressive. You put up great numbers in rounds 1 and in round 2 and round 3. And round 4. You put up great numbers in all rounds. The fact of the matter is Wookiee put up like 1 or 2 more numbers. And there just wasn't any beating them today. I think you guys did really well. How are you feeling about the match?
I will say one of the biggest things for me, the reason why question 4 in the betting round took so long was anticipating what they were going to do. I was anticipating a 0. So I was like, if we bet 1, maybe we can tie it. Maybe we could force a different betting situation. And then even just hearing the question going, he's going to get it. We should have bet 2. So it's that sort of situation, at least on my end, where it's like, we sat there for a while on that one, and that one thing could have ended up swaying some things in a way on my part, just being it's quotes is a landmine. You never know what you're going to do with quotes. So that I think we did it the right way in our minds, and hindsight being 2020, if we were more confident on it, maybe that's a 1-point lead. But it's the little things in this match that you can look at and go, well, if we would have done this here and that there and that there, that will kill you. But I think today, the greatest performance I have ever seen from 2 teams was today. I think Wookiee played great. I think the greatest display of endurance by a team I've ever seen was Guns and Chips today. To be down as much as we were, to fight back time after time of we got a 2-point gain and then we'd lose that 2-point gain to make it all the way to back within 1. I think that's a testament to how strong these 2 guys are. Being down as much as they can and coming back from that. I think Boatman and Albert are 2 of the best players in the game. And they just happen to go up against 2 of the other best players in the game. And the trilogy is concluded, and there will be a part 4. There will be a part 4 because these guys will be back.
And if you want to count Albert's other match with them, I guess
technically we need a part 5.
You could say it's 2-2, I guess.
Exactly. Albert's 2-2 against Guns and Chips, or again with Guns and Chips and Big Guns against Wookiee. So we'll call it 2-2 and force a part 5. But they played great. Joe and David.
Albert Boatman, thoughts on your performance today?
I thought we played a hell of a fight. A lot of the questions that I missed, it was definitely an overthinker. Like all the questions round 1 that I missed, I initially wrote something. I was like, no, it's the other one. So that's all the questions I missed in round 1 was that like that, and it translates all the way till the end. But yeah, no. I think again, like Koho said, this so far has been our best performance, but it doesn't mean that it will be our best performance ever, because we plan to improve better. We plan to be better in the future. Our first ever championship match against you guys, there was sort of like testing the waters. This one, I feel like this is really our first real chance to prove ourselves. And now that we are here, we know what it takes to come back here, and we'll be here again in the future.
Albert should be the manager. That was more well-spoken than anything I could have fucking said in my life. Yeah,
I absolutely agree. I would be shocked if you guys didn't at least challenge for the title again. Heck, this year, I'd be shocked if that didn't happen. You guys put up a great fight again and again and again. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Great job today. And we will see you soon.
Thank you.
All right, Tim, let's bring in our new champs here. Wookiee Mistake. Listen, it's been a long time coming, and it was well earned. You really had to freaking fight for it today, guys, and you fought for it. You did, and earned it. You did. So, congratulations on winning. You guys are the new Fandom Teams champions. How you feeling?
I'm gonna let David take this one because I think he deserves it.
Okay. This week, I have been 5 days in the hospital. We didn't know if we would be able to play today. 3 days ago, a doctor came to my room for the 3rd time in my life and told me I had lost my kidney and that I have to go to dialysis next week. The very next day, the same fucking day, my roommate got COVID and I got isolated and I couldn't be with my family when I needed after those news. And what I did to cope with it all was focus on this. My kidney has taken a lot of things from me, and I didn't want to take this. And I'm sorry.
No, man, don't
You're
apologize.
good. David, you said you did it to focus, and my God, we got it today. You know, it has been a hard fight. You know, those matches that we played against you guys were two of the toughest matches we've ever played in. The only match that was as tough was the last time we played Guns and Ships. We know the level of competition is high, and that round one was back and forth. Leads with swapping. And when we spun Star Wars, David and I knew that it was going in the right direction. I think both teams missed one on the deep cuts, both hit all on filmography, and that Clancy Brown pull for them right at the end was a hell of a pull. It's the moments that you love to see in this game when someone just gets it at the last second. It's great. And yeah, I think we did play very conservatively in round 5, but the lead we had gave us that opportunity. And David knows that quotes is not my thing. And when we went, but there was a couple of matches that dropped today, the day of recording, and one of the spins was Fandom quotes, and I went perfect. So I felt like I could do something more than a 0, and when I heard the Star Trek quote, I should have bet 2. But it's just having David here and seeing the amount of effort he puts in with everything he's going through. It gives me what I need to say. Let's get this done, because we do deserve it.
And Joe, I had told Joe that he maybe should look for a new partner, because I don't know if I will be able to compete consistently now, because everything, I will probably get a transplant and be out for like 3 months or 4 months in a while. And Joe has said that he doesn't want another partner. And the support from Joe, from my faction, from Thomas, from you guys, when we were scheduling this, not knowing what was going on, you and Koho and Boatman and Albert were all so understanding with everything. And I felt like I don't know, this community, it might seem like a stupid trivia game, but it's not. I don't think any of us think. And yeah, and thank you to Albert and Boatman to give us this match, because I needed this. I didn't know how much I needed this until today. So it wasn't coping with everything until this moment. I was just focused on just fucking watch movies and don't think about what's happening. And thank you. I can't.
Thank you, David. Thank you for all that and for the performance you put in today. It was actually absolutely incredible. And then, Joe, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I do want to ask one more question of you. We'll see you back next week. Going for the other one. Are you ready? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I said before to Koho, this was water under the bridge. I think I might have just broken that bridge. But do you know what? Whatever happens, I think, look, winning the title is obviously amazing, but what David said about this community is true, and I absolutely love playing this game. So if I don't win, I get to play in a tournament, and I get to continue playing this game and coming on these calls with you and everybody else and all the other players. So whatever happens, it's the game I love. Winning is a side bet. It's playing the game, especially being here in teams with David, with Thomas. That's what the most important thing is. I like that we're the champs. It's great, but I also love that we get to play this game.
Awesome. Well, great job today, guys. Ian's want to give us with the last word?
I will say that I'm incredibly proud of these guys. It's been a hell of a journey, even through the ups and downs of last season, going to a different faction. And we're here, guys. We're just getting started. That's all I'll say.
Awesome. Great. Well, we look forward to your first defense. Wookiee Mistake is the team champs. Great job today. Congratulations. Tim, Why don't you put a bow on it? Oh, okay, your turn. You don't have to put a bow on it if you don't.
I'm sorry, I'm muted. No, it was a great match. It really was, from beginning to end. It was a close round one, back and forth on the scores. And then, like you said, it looked like Guns and Shifts was out of it for a minute there, but they just like kept fighting, kept coming back. It was a resilient comeback. Albert and Boatman, two of the best players in the league right now, and Joe and David just coming in though and being able to top it and get the belts. And it's kind of it's a great story. They've been here so many times before trying to get this belt, and now it's theirs. So it was a great match. Was really happy to be a part of it. So that's going to do it for us today at Fandom Fights. We have our new teams champions, and next week we're going to find out who our new singles champion is. We've got Thomas Scully going up against Joe Farrelly for the singles title. Will Joe be double belted, or will Scully finally get that belt back? We're going to find out next week. It's going to be really interesting. But until then, thank you so much to everybody here from the Kingsman and the video store. Nick, thank you for writing this one. And thank you to everybody else behind the scenes. Couldn't do it without you. So we'll see you real soon with the next match. Until then, have a good one.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.